want to show you how to make some really good cinnamon rolls. Some very simple cinnamon rolls. These cinnamon rolls are very quick and easy to do. They're like overnight cinnamon rolls. I can mix them in a bowl and set them aside until morning, and then just roll out the dough and let them rise and bake them, and they're good to go. What I'm doing here is I am blending, or I'm grinding spelt berries. So I'm out of my spelt flour, and I got a big 50-pound bag full of spelt berries, and so I was just grinding them in here. This is just absolutely totally amazing that this thing grinds spelt berries into flour, or wheat berries, whatever you want to do. I grind it for like 40 seconds, that's it, and voila, it's ground. That's pretty awesome. It just does everything. Tonight I blended up a cake in here, and just quickly made a zucchini cake. Blended up the zucchini and the whole cake in here and put it in the oven, and it's just an amazing machine. Okay, this recipe is called No Knead cinnamon rolls. They're very easy, and so I'm just gonna start with this, and I'll just show you how to do it. Now this is the evening before. This is about 7:30 in the evening, and in the morning I'm gonna roll them out and let them rise and bake them, so we'll have fresh, warm, gooey cinnamon rolls for our Saturday brunch. So the recipe is kind of a small recipe, so it takes 3 cups flour, but I'm putting in 6. I'm doubling the recipe, just so you know. 6 cups flour, and then it says 3 tablespoons sugar, so here goes the sugar. So if you hear noise in the background, it's just the children playing. So next it's 1.5 teaspoons salt, but I'm doubling that, so that would be 3 teaspoons. Next it takes 1/4 teaspoon yeast. Takes very little yeast because it'll just proof all night long, which is very nice. It's almost like a sourdough, not quite, but it's kind of like that. So I have only a tiny half teaspoon of yeast goes in here. Okay, and then I mix this up. And now I'm going to mix in some of the milk. It says 11 ounces of milk, so I put 22 ounces in, and an egg yolk, so I put 2 in. Then next, actually last, it said to put in 4 tablespoons melted butter, so I have 8 tablespoons here. So I'm using the wrong side of the spoon because it just seems to, I'm not sure, I wish you could see better, but it just seems to, it kind of sticks to, I don't know why, but it just works better than having the flat part of the spoon. It just kind of wants to go around the handle of the spoon better. And I'll add a little more. Actually, I'll just add it all. And then all you do is just literally mix it until it's mixed. And then what you'll do is set it aside, cover it with plastic wrap, or maybe a nice heavy towel, but I usually do with plastic wrap. That keeps it more moist, and let it proof all night long. It says to proof for 8 to 12 hours, so it'll be perfect. It's very soft still, really super soft, but I think that's the way it's supposed to be. So now I'll just cover it with a plastic wrap and set it in the back of my sink and countertop, and we'll wait till morning. Good morning. It's the next morning, and let's check out our cinnamon roll dough. It rose very nicely. Take it off. It's pretty soft though. Hopefully it'll work okay. So I'm gonna get my apron on and get to work. We're all hungry. By the way, it rained all day yesterday. It was dreary and chilly and rainy, and last night it rained. It even thundered, and there was lightning and thunder. But this morning it's just a glorious day. It's just a glorious, beautiful, beautiful Montana day. Okay, Avalon, let's sprinkle this stuff on. We're going to carefully put this on the table here on this flour. I've got my two little helpers here. It's so nice to have a Saturday where we're just all at home, and so we can catch up with some things.
I'm gonna crash the party. I have to do the important things like milking the goat.
Yeah, very important.
We put ice bottles of water, frozen water in there, and we milk right on the ice to make it nice and cold. Ooh, those look yummy, babe. Can't wait. Hurry up, please, hurry up.
Yeah, it takes a little while for them to rise. It's like pretty good dough.
Whoa.
Okay, Avalon, do you want to carefully dump on this? And I'm going to go get something for it. So here we're spreading on butter. I think it calls for olive oil to put on here, but I love to put butter on. I think it just tastes better with butter. Wow, this might be almost too much. Avi girl, you might be a little bit too much butter on here.
Uh-oh, sorry.
It'll be fine. Actually, I think it's almost perfect.
Some rabbit and basso. Gonna be it.
A river of butter, huh? Okay, now let's spread on the cinnamon sugar.
Mom, can we be helpful? Yes, you saw?
Mm-hmm. Gosh, can you throw a sprinkler? I'll just take my hand and I'll just go all the way over it. Somehow it tastes better if we all help each other, doesn't it? Okay, I think we're almost ready to roll them up. Now, all we need to do is roll these good things up. Just very carefully with your fingers, just fold them over. Keep folding them over, twisting them as you go. Oh, you're gonna help me, Chloe, huh?
I must have tight glue. I must have really tight glue.
Yeah. Here, we gotta fold it tightly, okay? There we go.
Chloe's wrote so good salsa glass. Oh, good. I must have tight folder. This.
has a lot of flour on them, which is okay. Okay, now what I do is I take my scraper thingy here, and I just, no, don't put flour on them, okay? I just punch them off. Alright, now we can put them in pans. Avalon, you can put them in there, and I can put them in here. You can help me, Chloe. And what you do, Avalon, is put the smaller one in the center, and then you put bigger ones out around, okay? Let's put one big one in here. There. That should do it. Now we have another one. Let's see if we can fill both pans. Okay, now what I'll do is just cover them with maybe some plastic wrap or some towels and set them in a warm place and let them rise for a while until they're, you know, almost double in size, maybe not quite. And then we'll bake them. Okay, the cinnamon rolls are rising nicely.
And so I'm going to make a brown sugar.
So I'm going to make a brown sugar glaze to put on top. And I don't like to use powdered sugar. Powdered sugar is so bleached and so processed and so refined that I just don't like to use it for our family. I'll only use it maybe for birthdays or for Christmas, just for special occasions. So what I'm doing right now is literally I melted a stick of butter, and then I'm putting in like a cup of the sucanat brown sugar. And then I'll just let that cook up for a little bit until it gets really dark brown, and it'll have this really caramely, almost burnt flavor to it, or smell to it. It won't be burnt, but it'll have like just a really caramely smell. And after this has cooked just for a little, I will put in some cream. I don't measure, I just put in some cream until it seems right, and then I let it cook with the cream for a while. And it'll cook up until it's kind of like a glaze consistency, and then I'll also put in some maple flavoring. And it just makes for a really good frosting for our cinnamon rolls. Okay, it's bubbling nicely and it's really browned up, and so I'm just going to add some cream to it. So now I'll just let it simmer and cook for a few minutes, maybe up to 5 minutes. I'll just let it cook here, and it'll thicken just a little bit more, and it's just a rich, creamy glaze over our cinnamon rolls. It'll be very good. Okay, we're gonna check these cinnamon rolls. Can you come up close? They're not risen quite as high as I want them to, but we are all hungry and the day is going by. It's almost 10 o'clock, so I'm just gonna stick them in the oven and hope for the best. Okay, I had these in here for 30 minutes and I think they're done. So we'll take them out. Look at that. They're not quite risen as much as I wanted them to, but it was my fault because I put them in a little too soon, but I think they'll be just fine. Okay, here is my glaze, my maple brown sugar glaze that I made, and it got really dark, but it's really good and rich. So we're going to just dump it on here and spread it around, and then I'm gonna have Joas taste test this.
I can't wait.
Okay, and I'm gonna put on a little bit of nuts, roasted nuts. Some of our children don't like nuts, but so I won't put them on all the way. on everything.
I'm not sure what that's about, but
yeah.
anyways.
Okay, here we go, babe. I'm going to cut out a piece for you.
Let me get a fork.
Dad,
I actually have a fork, Love.
No, you did.
Dad, what have you sticks on these?
Oh, here we go. Let's see how this turns out.
Can I go on tiny taste?
Okay, this is gonna be delicatessen.
Is it too hot?
Mmm. That is good. That tastes like a $5 cinnamon roll in a like a high-end place. Let's see,
It
it's
is good.
just the right amount of cinnamon and buttery flavor.
And I think what makes it really good too is freshly ground spelt
Right.
flour. It's just really,
Yep, Priscilla ground it with her
Fresh.
birthday present.
yeah, he
You
bought
can-
me that
You can see that.
Vitamix.
You can see that they think it's good the way they're digging in. It is really good, actually, baby. It is delicious. Oh, I wish you all could taste this. Try it at home. It's delicious.
Yeah, and just make your own glaze, whatever you want. I just do this a lot because so that I don't have to use powdered sugar. Although this still has sugar, it's just unrefined as much as possible. Okay, we still have other
tasty.
things to eat too.
All right, cut.
Thank you for watching my mom make these wonderful cinnamon rolls. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We love you. Bye.